JBN, we keep you informed. Cops pluck gun from roof in Kingston Western. Law enforcers from the Kingston Western Police Division seized a 9mm pistol and several rounds of ammunition during an operation at the intersection of Beeston Street and Rose Lane in downtown Kingston on Monday, May 11. Reports from the Denham Town Police are that between the hours of 2:45 p.m. and 3:40 p.m., a police team conducted searches of 4 premises in the area. During a search of one of the premises, a Taurus pistol was reportedly found along with 9 rounds of ammunition in a zinc roof. No one was arrested in relation to this seizure. Investigations continue into the find. Manchester mother charged for enabling sexual abuse of daughter. A Manchester mother accused of facilitating the sexual abuse of her 11-year-old daughter has been arrested and charged by the police. A date has not yet been decided for the woman to appear on the charge of failing to report a child in need of care and protection. On conviction, the woman could be fined up to $500,000 or sent to prison for up to 6 months. The police say on several occasions the child's stepbrother had sexual intercourse with her as well as other sexual activities. The police say the child told her mother, but she did not report it to the authorities. Have information on this case? Call the Mandeville Police at 876-922-2832, Crime Stop at 311, or Police Emergency at 119. Government rushes to quell complaints about poor food in quarantine facility. The government has conceded that there are serious operational problems at a St. Anne hotel being used as COVID-19 quarantine facility, resulting in grave discomfort for the people there. Videos and photos released on social media show poorly presented food in paper boxes served to the people in isolation and quarantine. In one of the videos, one woman was heard crying to be allowed to return home, saying she was not able to eat the food. The problem has worsened since yesterday with the arrival of hundreds of Jamaicans from overseas under the controlled re-entry program. One of the returning Jamaicans has complained about having to go without food at her St. Anne hotel for more than 12 hours. The Health Minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton, and the State Minister for National Security, Matthew Samuda, went to St. Anne today to address the problem. The concerns about food for Jamaicans returning home was put to Prime Minister Andrew Holness at a press conference this week. Permanent Secretary Dunstan Bryan said the ministry was in discussion with the management of the venues to seek to improve the conditions. Elderly woman is 10th road fatality in Trelawney this year. The number of road fatalities in the parish of Trelawney climbed into double figures on Tuesday morning after an elderly female passenger succumbed to injuries she sustained when the motor car in which she was a lone passenger ran off the road. The 63-year-old driver of the vehicle also sustained multiple injuries and has been admitted in hospital. The deceased has been identified as 67-year-old Doreen Mendez of Storetown, Trelawney. Reports are that about 5:30 a.m. a grey Toyota Corolla motor car was being driven along the Salt Marsh Main Road in Trelawney when the driver lost control of the vehicle, which ran off the road into a swamp. The 2 occupants of the vehicle sustained injuries and were taken to the hospital where Mendez was pronounced dead. Her death brings to 10 the number of persons who have died on the roads in the parish of Trelawney since the start of the year. Personnel from the traffic office at the Falmouth police station are investigating the incident. 3 men charged in Kingston double murder and arson. The police have charged 3 men in connection with a double murder last month in Kingston. Charged are 34-year-old Omar Brown, otherwise called Warlord, Richard Reed, otherwise called Grinch, and Richie, 35, and Malik Saunders, 36. The 3 men are laborers of Thornton Park, Kingston 5. Lawmen reportedly went to the community about 2:30 a.m. on Friday, April 17, after residents reported hearing explosions. The police said when they arrived on the scene, a house was seen ablaze and the Jamaica Fire Brigade was summoned. The bodies of 30-year-old Mario Raymond, otherwise called Dada, and 21-year-old Clifton Grant, otherwise called Little Man, both of Thornton Park, were found in the house after the fire was extinguished. The scene was processed and they were removed to the morgue. The accused men were subsequently arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder, arson, illegal possession of firearm, and illegal possession of ammunition after they were positively identified on identification parade. Their court dates are being finalized. Cops arrest a man accused of robbing Manchester Minimart. The police have nabbed a 29-year-old Manchester man in connection with a robbery in the parish. The accused, Pinochet Warsop, was charged with robbery with aggravation and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. According to the police, about 10:10 p.m. on May 4, Warsop and 2 men aboard a motor vehicle drove up to a Minimart at a service station in Christiana in the parish and robbed the workers of cash amounting to $1,130,000. He was later arrested and charged. His court date is being finalized. Alleged rapist and robber nabbed in St. James. The police are reporting the arrest of an alleged rapist and robber in St. James within an hour of the crime being committed on Saturday, May 2. According to the police, 41-year-old Aubrey McNaughton of Chester Castle, Hanover, was reportedly posing as a taxi operator when he picked up a passenger. McNaughton allegedly took the woman to Reading in St. James, where he raped and robbed her. The police were alerted and an intense search was launched for him. He was nabbed less than an hour after the incident, the police said. He was then formally charged by investigators on Monday, May 11, after being interviewed in the presence of his attorneys. His court date is being finalized. Old Harbour High gives care packages to needy students. With a growing number of students at home facing food shortages, principal of the Old Harbour High School in St. Catherine, Lynton Weir, has devised a care program aimed at assisting them. The students are forced to do homeschooling because of the suspension of physical classes due to the outbreak of COVID-19. Weir said the pandemic has heaped immeasurable stress on the students who have been confined to their homes. According to him, of the 2,446 students enrolled, a total of 790 are on the Program of Advancement through Health and Education PATH program, and the other ones most affected. These students would normally receive cooked meals when they attend school, so in order to assist them, I initiated a care package scheme to ensure that they get the foodstuffs which they can prepare at home, Weir said. We had food items such as pumpkin, yam, goat meat, chicken, cooking oil, and fish in the canteen when we were asked to suspend classes. So instead of making all these perishable food go to waste, the staff and I made over 300 care packages for the first round of distribution to the needy students last week. Weir disclosed that students were summoned on specific days to pick up their care packages in order that they could adhere to social distancing and other suggested safety protocols, such as the wearing of masks. In addition, the guidance counselor has been providing psychosocial support for these students, many of whom are stressed. Some don't even have the money to buy the credit to put the data on their phone to foster online learning. So whatever support we can provide as a school, we're happy to do so, he said. Weir, the current LASCO Principal of the Year, said LASCO Board Chairman Iselin Golding, Bedding Old Harbour, O.J. Coolers, retired police officer Samuel Richards, and Island Folk concessionaire have all partnered with the school to provide the second round of care packages, which were given to some 250 students on Thursday. After the issuing of the first set of care packages, I was told by one of my teachers that some of our students were out in the community begging for food. So I was moved with compassion and decided to expand the care package initiative, he revealed. Weir said he hopes that others can come on board and make their contribution to assist these needy students who are facing difficult times as they prepare for upcoming examinations. Taxis and buses in St. Mary get sanitized. More than 200 public transportation operators in sections of St. Mary benefited from sanitization services from the Ministry of Transport and Mining and the Transport Authority. According to the ministry, bus and taxi operators and owners in Rio Nuevo, Big Gate, Oracabessa, Port Maria, and Highgate were treated to free sanitization services by the company Mint Cleaners. The ministry said the operation is the third in a series of sanitization drives carried out by the ministry and the Transport Authority in light of the growing COVID-19 crisis. Others were conducted in Kingston and Montego Bay. In a statement, the ministry said mint cleaners use a combination of environmentally safe products and safe equipment to deep clean both inside and outside of vehicles. Transport Minister Robert Montague said the sanitization drives are being done to provide an added layer of protection against the spread of COVID-19 within the sector. The minister noted that the transport sector is one of the most vulnerable for the transmission of the virus. The minister said he intends to extend the courtesy to other areas considered transportation hubs in sections of the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember, subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.